Live from the Langenburg Remax Arena in Langenburg. It's Friday night. The Langenburg Warriors host the Moosomin Rangers in Game 1 of the Provincial B South Championship Series. The winner of the series advances to take on Davidson or Kindersley in the Provincial B Championship. Which one will it be? Find out on Good On Industries Game Time. I'm your host, Travis Longman, joined along with Reed Vandresser. Reed, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great. I've got every screen possible on a different senior hockey game, so this should be a fun night.
We got a good night for you, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have a hot date, cancel it. Or, if she's worth it, she'll watch the hockey game with you. Let's meet the roster between the two teams. The Langenburg Warriors, number 1, Brendan Birch Hayden. 31, Warren Shimko. 35, Carter Olson. 2, Ryder Hildebrand. 3, Kyle Mund. 6, Parker Carlson. 7, Hayden Weeb. 8, Jordan Thompson. 9, Noah Kaminsky. 11, Mason Viola. 12, Keegan Johnson. 13, Mike Rokashewski. 14, Josh Thompson. 17, Nick Carlson. 18, Jake McDonald. 19, Tyler Kirkup. 20, Josh Peffler. 21, Aiden Brook. 22, Chad Klimek. 23, Brendan Carlson. 24, Riley Zimmer. 25, Evan Worrell. And 27, Ryan Regal, along with 28, Taylor Thompson. Reed, which players stand out for you for Langenburg?
Well, obviously, from last time we were there, their captain was a big part of it. Sorry, I don't remember his name. But also their pickup of Taylor Thompson. It's going to be interesting tonight, Travis. We got both these teams, and both have picked up Rocanville Tigers players. Now, this is going to kind of be a battle of who got the better pickups. Is it Moosomin with their pickups of Rocanville Tigers, or is it Langenburg with those who they picked up from that team?
Yes, from the Tigers, Langenburg picked up Taylor Thompson, Ryan Regal, and there was one more that we listed. And let's meet the Rangers. The Moosomin Rangers, number 1, Kyler Beckett. 35, Levi Horn. 3, Tate Willoughby. 4, Bud Holloway. 5, Stacy Lowe's. 6, Kai McGonigal. 7, the ageless wonder, Paul Stapleton. And he never has a hair out of place. All around nice guy. 8, Jaden Bender. 9, Riker Cole. 10, Ashley Howie, one of the Tigers that the Rangers picked up. 11, Justin Lamontang. 16, Carter Sawchuk. 17, Taylor Sanheim. 18, Monty Driver. 19, Drayson Skomowski. 20, another Tiger, Stefan Robideau. 21, Phil Pfaff. 22, Chad Hebert. 24, Kobe Morso. 25, Braden Holloway. 27, Brad Cole. 29, a man who always finds himself on a winning team. And this year with Moosomin, it's no different. Dustin Fisher. He's won back-to-back provincial championship. And he's looking to make it another one, but they have it in their hands full. It's not going to be easy. 33, Brett Hope. 44, Jevin Shane. 55, Colin Paul. Reed, which players stand out for the Rangers?
Well, I mean, it's going to be obvious that you're going to bring up Bud Holloway. He's a game changer. It's going to be interesting to see how guys like Bud Holloway play with those pickups. Other guys that they're a shoot first mentality. Bud likes to pass the puck, but also Kyler Beckett might have to stand on his head in this series to keep them in it. We saw the firepower of Langenburg able to claw back in games, and they just never give up. So it's going to be interesting to see. But, of course, Bud Holloway is going to be the star, as he always is.
Yes, Langenburg is a scrappy bunch. Moosomin might have the more entrance savvy, but will that prevail? We'll find out when we come back. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance, Volley Aerobotics, Dodge City Cimentals, Cork and Bone Bistro, The Hideout, Young's Equipment, Four Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
The lineup for the Rangers. Number 1 between the pipes is Kyler Beckett. And number 8, Jaden Bender. Number 27, Brad Cole. Bender, Cole, Sawchuk, Holloway. And number 25, Braden Holloway. 2 Holloways, a Cole. And going up against them, Thompson. 2 Thompsons for the Warriors. Zimmer. Ryan Regal. And number 21, Aiden Brook. And we're underway. Thompson keeps it in. And Bud Holloway goes back the other way. Thompson going after it. 28 is the Taylor Thompson. He led the SEHL in goals and points last season. And number 8 is Jordan Thompson. Taylor and Jordan are both on the ice right now, and expect to see a lot of them this evening. Jordan brings it off the boards, up ahead, off the body, stays in. Jordan Thompson gets it again. Sawchuk with a shot. Stopped by Birch. A big save there. Shot, big rebound. Birch with another big save. Looking like a Doug Fur there. Standing tall. Bumped into the boards, going down hard was Ryan Regal. Zimmer bumped into the boards as well. Holloway out to play it is Beckett. Passes it up. Physical. You'd expect nothing different between these two teams. Longtime rivals, despite not playing against each other for years. They spent many games battling it out in the now defunct Triangle Hockey League. And Moosomin actually played in the original season of the SEHL. All 3 games of it before COVID shut it down. $18.24 left. Reed, what are you seeing so far?
Physical hockey, expect nothing less. These 2 teams, they may not play against each other a lot, but they're not that far in distance. There's going to be some hatred out here tonight.
Absolutely. I made the trek. Well, I made the longer track, but the last part of my journey was from my mom's in Moosomin to the Langenburg Remax Arena. Beautiful facility. Always a good fan base. And the fans are literally right on top of you. Pass out there to take the draw against number 19, Tyler Turkup. Coming away with it are the Warriors. Until Moosomin gets it back. Paul puts it on net. Birch hauls it in for a whistle. 18:03 remaining in the first period. It's still scoreless.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Travis, it is now 1-0 for the Wynyard I believe they're the Monarchs over the Round Lake Bears, and 1-1 between Redverse and Milestone. Both games in the first period.
There could be a game 3 between Redverse and Milestone on Sunday. I'm free. Maybe we'll have it on TL Media. 17:47 to go, first period. Thompson's out there. Josh Thompson. I haven't seen this many Thompsons since that episode of The Simpsons where they moved to Terror Lake. Ziola going hard after it, bumps into the board. Hope loses it. Thompson, the backhand. Hope back in the corner. Hops over Thompson's stick. It's rare when there's not a Thompson on the ice for Langenburg. Jordan Thompson breaking out over the red line, over the blue line. Jordan Thompson. Thompson put it on net. Held on by Beckett for the whistle. 16:50 to go, first period. Big rebound, stopped by Beckett. Risky play there.
Travis, I'll run some commercials. We're getting a little bit of choppy on the video. Is there another network you could go to after this series?
I will refresh it on the next commercial break, and we'll see what we can do.
Perfect.
We'll take a break.
Good On Industries, Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance, Volley Aerobotics, Dodge C.
And we're back. Hopefully better than ever. Zimmer making his old teammate Fisher. Oh no, that's Cole. Fisher's 29. Is that better, Reed?
It is, yeah. Also, Redverse has scored again. It is now 2-1 for the Redverse Rockets.
Zimmer feeds it up ahead, banked off the boards, down the ice, and that goes for icing. 16:06 to go, first period. It remains scoreless in Langenburg.
Yeah, Travis, I think we're going to see a low-scoring game here. Got two quality teams that are not going to give each other an inch.
I think the team that takes the first penalty might be the big difference in the game. Special teams are going to be huge. Both teams have to play disciplined here. Worrell moves it over Zimmer. Zimmer off the boards, gets it up ahead, and the puck goes out of play with 15:42 remaining in the first period. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Our next broadcast, I'm getting choked up saying it. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. Our first game between our first ever game between Esterhazy and Rokenville on TL Media. Esterhazy's back in the league and they're back in the semifinals. Good for them after an upset over the Langenburg Warriors. Esterhazy lost by quite a bit in game one, but we'll look to answer that back. Weeb loses the puck behind the net. Spinning around, bumped into the boards. Back the other way, Sawchuk. Sawchuk up to Holloway. Holloway in all alone, backhand, stop by number 1, Hayden Birch. Brendan Birch Hayden. Golden opportunity Bud Holloway had, but Birch made the save. Robideau over. Sawchuk takes a shot, just out of reach. In front, got some wood on it. 14:31 to go here in the first period. Still no score. Moves it up. Langenburg keeps it in. And Moosomin cuts it in now. Ziola driving hard. Puts it on net. Hope. Hope has it against the boards. Passes it. And Hebert's there. We'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industry Game Time on TL.
Good On Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance.
Passes it over Rogoshewski up. Ziola down the ice. Beckett comes out to play it. Tape to tape. Out of reach. Thompson over Zimmer. Losing it. Phil Pfaff lost it. Pitt moves it up ahead. Driving in hard. Not much is happening at the moment. Down low. Moosomin in front. Going in hard. Has his stick lifted. A good defensive play there by the Warriors. To negate the scoring chance. Up ahead through center. It's Thompson using his wheels, but a good defensive play, a good stick for number 8 for the Rangers, Jaden Bender. Thompson has it again. 12:55 to go. First period. Thompson in his own end. Thompson trying to do it all himself. Passes it over to Brook. Sends it down the ice. Thompson falls down. Passes it over. Zimmer and Thompson. This line could be dangerous for the Warriors. Bumped into the boards. Beckett moves it over. Kept in. Zimmer sends it down in behind the net. Back to the point. Thompson with the shot. Not sure where it is. Fisher. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. We'll be back after this.
Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout.
Sent down the ice. Delayed offside here. 12:12 to go. First period. Our next whistle, we'll have an update on the out-of-town scoreboard. Cross-ice pass. Holloway sent down.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, we have Wynyard up 1-0 on Round Lake, and we have Redvers up 2-1 on Milestone. Redvers is almost in the first intermission, and I'm not sure how much time's left in the first period in Wynyard.
Thank you for that, Reed. You have been a wonderful addition to the TL Media team. It's great to have reliability. And if you're looking for a reliable vehicle, head on down to Celebration Ford. Passes it over. Cross ice pass, Holloway to Holloway in. Holloway behind the net. Holloway driving hard. Holloway loses the... No, he didn't, but now he did. And that was down the ice, not icing. Back to get it. Holloway tried to go roof, and he almost was successful. Backhand feed down the ice, Lamontang. Birch comes out to play it. In front. 10:55 to go. Robideau with the shot from the blue line, and that goes wide. Robideau's looking for it again. The backhand feed. We have a Ranger down in the corner. He's floating it up. It is one of the Tigers pickups, number 20, Howie. And a retaliatory hit. This one could get ugly, ladies and gentlemen. Banked off the boards. Zimmer overskated it. He had to come back for it. Passes it up. Zimmer has it across the blue line. Thompson back to Zimmer. These two are dangerous. Thompson back to Zimmer. Zimmer has it, moves it over to Klimanek. Tried to go 5-0 and Beckett shut the door with 9:58 to go in the first period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment, Four Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
The line of Zimmer, Thompson, and number 27, Ryan Regal. Zimmer, Thompson, and Regal. They're going to be for Langenburg top line this evening. Zimmer moves it over. Thompson, cross ice, intercepted, and back the other way comes Moosomin. Not for long, though. Bender goes back to get it back. Hits an ankle of Kai McGonigal, and it's cross ice pass. Cole, cross the blue line, losing control of it, but Langenburg gave it right back behind the net. Thompson falls down, losing, and the back ref makes the penalty call. Not the front ref. It looked like Thompson just lost his footing, but I'm not the referee for that reason. Phil Fath heads to the penalty box when we come back. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries, Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance.
Oh, well, keep me updated. We're back here in the Langenburg Remax Arena. 9 minutes to go. Moosomin is going to the penalty kill. Zimmer. Back to Kirkup. Kirkup back to Weeb. Weeb spinning around. Weeb back to Thompson. The cross pass. Zimmer missed the net. Thompson with the shot. Glove saved by Beckett, who lets it a rebound. Going after it. Howie back. Zimmer has it at the blue line. Back in front. Cross ice. Out of reach. Back to the blue line. Thompson over to Zimmer. Zimmer feeds it down low. Oh, Beckett, big rebound. And the roof was ready to come off here in Langenburg if that would have went in. Stopped by Beckett. Another big rebound. And the puck goes down the ice with 8:10 to go here in the first period. Thompson back across the blue line, looking to do it all. Turned over down the ice, breaking a stick in the process. Part of it anyway. Takes a shot off the par. Beckett's getting lucky here in the power play. The penalty kill, rather. Back. Almost sprung him the other way. Howie almost showed him how we do it. Spinning around Rogoszewski. Cross ice. Kirkup. Spinning around. Kirkup. Thompson. Down low. Kirkup tried to get it. Beckett. Tremendous pressure, and Pfaff is back on the ice. Hope has it. Down low, moves it up ahead with 7:04 remaining in the first period. Hope up to Holloway. Holloway across the blue line. Holloway looking for his man, losing control of it, and he's frustrated, heading back. Pinned along the corner. Driving in hard. Langenburg still has it in the far corner, behind the net. They're trying the wraparound, and Beckett makes the save. Reed, do we have an update on the out-of-town scoreboard?
Both games that I'm following are in the intermission. I have nothing from Kenaston Lorburn and nothing from Raymore Lumsden.
Well, I'm glad our friend Dave has something. 4-2 for Kenaston over Lorburn after one period. Thank you for all of your wonderful contributions, as usual, Dave. Weave holds it, moves it down. Takes a shot, stopped by Beckett. Beckett's been busy over the last couple minutes. Shot by, goes wide. Has his stick lifted. Thompson and Zimmer almost caught flat-footed as he's trying to find Sandheim. You rarely find Riley Zimmer flat-footed. He's a talented, easy for me to say, talented hockey player. Thompson spins around. Thompson puts it on net. Regal's taking a beating out there. Thompson across ice, stopped by Beckett. 5:22 to go here in the first period. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment, Four Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
Hope has it up on the far boards. Sent down the ice at the red line. As I adjust my camera, I'm not used to having camera placement. Zimmer with a shot, stopped by Beckett, who holds on for a whistle. Langenburg's starting to have some momentum. Ever since the power play, it's shifted a little bit to the Warrior side.
I was kind of wondering coming into this game how these Rocanville Tigers would play against each other, knowing that they're still going after the league title, but I think we've seen some Rocanville Tiger crime on Rocanville Tiger here tonight already.
Tiger on Tiger crime. Well, I saw a tiger, and the tiger understands. I saw a tiger. The tiger saw his man. And we'll have the Tigers tomorrow night on TL Media. Rocanville's hosting Esterhazy. A game that begins at 8 o'clock. Cross ice, Rogoszewski with the stop, with the shot, and Beckett with the stop. Back the other way, here's Bud Holloway across center. Over the blue line, 4:18 left, has it knocked off his stick. Down the ice, it goes for an icing. You might notice that a different TL Media logo's up in the corner, a camouflage one. That is because tomorrow would have been my dad's 73rd birthday. Happy birthday up in the great hunting fields in the sky, Dad. We miss you and we love you and we think about you every day. Rogaszewski sends it up ahead. Cole over in the corner. Behind the net. Passes it up ahead, banked off the boards. Over to Ziola. Lamontang. Howie. Thompson. Cross ice pass. The shot. Another save by Beckett. 3:37 to go first period. It remains scoreless here in Langenburg.
And like we said in the opener, this is exactly how Kyler Beckett's going to have to play. Responsible hockey, make all the saves. He's a very, very competent goalie, and we're going to see that here.
Absolutely, the former Verdant Oil capital. Paul has it behind his net. 3:24 remains in the first period. Coming up at the end of the first period, we have an episode of the Rod Peterson Show. That's breaking through. And Birch with the save. Words are being exchanged. Nobody likes that, so we'll take a commercial break.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance.
Pass. That was their president's man. Thompson passes it over. Banked off the boards. Way too much pepper on it for anyone. 3 minutes exactly in the first period. Going hard after it. Passes it up ahead. Banked off the boards. And Fisher. Cross ice. Fast in the slot. Holding on to it. Letting it go. And back come the Warriors. Losing it at the blue line. Thompson tags up. Over to Thompson. Thompson. Last year, Thompson played in Brenbury for the provincials. And just for one last rush with those guys. This year, he scores! The Rangers are on the board! Looking like a young Mark Messier. A wrister from the hash marks. Finds its way in the back of the net.
And just before that, Trav, we see what could get Moosomin in trouble. Kyler Beckett is a very active goalie. He loves to play the puck. If Langenburg can figure that out and get their guys in position, we could see them capitalize on that.
Oh, we sure could, but just like you usually see, opportunity at one end negated often turns into a goal at the other, and Holloway has it in all again. Takes a shot. Shot goes high. We'll have the goal call momentarily. Holloway from Beckett. And there was one more that I didn't quite catch. But Holloway and Beckett opened the scoring for the Rangers. 2 minutes to go here in Langenburg. Bud Holloway in again, back to Sawchuk in the front. He scores! Sawchuk finds the twine, and it's 2-0 for the Rangers. And they're loving that in the Blue Moose Lounge in Moosomin, another proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. If you want to read about all the recaps of this game and many others in the SEHL, head on down to a newsstand and buy a copy of the Fort Town Journal next week. Next week we'll have a full recap and pictures written by yours truly. Passes it over, takes a shot, that goes wide. Minute 35 left And just like that, the complexion of the game has changed. 2-0 for Moosomin. And a little bit of frustration going on, perhaps. Some words that rhyme with duck are coming out of Mr. Thompson's mouth. Jordan Thompson's going to the sin bin. And a golden opportunity for Moosomin to increase the lead to 3. Holloway has it. Holloway moves it over. Sawchuk. Elsewhere this evening, the Raymore Rockets are leading the Lumsden Monarchs 1-0 after the first period. Statsman Dave with a big beauty. Back over Cole. Cole with a minute left. Feeds it down ice. Holloway. Banks it off the boards. Cross. No, Zimmer. Wisely held on to it there. Sends it down ice now to get the change. Driving in. Going in. Down the ice it goes. 35.9 seconds. We are doing a one-man production here this evening. Would you like to come and help out with the camera? Zimmer. We hope to have one in place in the second period, but I make no promises. It is just a one-man show. Hits a foot. We'll be right back with the Rod Peterson Show. Travis Longman, play-by-play guy, camera guy. We'll be back with second period action after the Rod Peterson Show.
Boost your efficiency and your bottom line with Young's Equipment and Case IH. From the versatility of the Puma 150 CVX to the best-in-class efficiency of the Maxim 145, Case IH tractors can handle everything from field work to loader work. And with the RB565, you'll bale faster than ever and save on handling, transportation, and net wrap expenses with superior bale shape and density. Find your nearest location at youngs.ca and see how Youngs and Case IH can boost your efficiency.
Our P-Show brought to you in part by Landmark Cinemas. In Landmark Cinemas now, The Monkey. When twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths starts. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. But not so fast. Starring Tatiana Maslany and Theo James, The Monkey in Landmark Cinemas now. As promised, Jared Allen Dumba from the famous hockey-playing Dumba family joins us to talk NHL hockey here. Jared, and we're going to jump right into it because these chats always go so fast. If you don't mind, take a swing at this one. Winnipeg Jets won 11 in a row last night, go for 12 tonight. It's our poll question for ENJ Marketing. Will they set the NHL record for consecutive wins on this Peter?
Enemy battleships sunk. Enemy battleship.
Yes or no? What do you think?
So I'm going to say no. That's awful hard to do. There's a lot of games left here, especially those last few games when everybody knows that that you're going for that record. It's so easy for the other team to get up. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm proved completely wrong. Winnipeg just doesn't seem to lose this year. You look at three of the top winning streaks of the year across the league. 3 of the top 4 are the Winnipeg Jets. So they just don't seem to lose. When they do lose, they jump right back into the winning column.
The President's Trophy curse is real, and I don't want to single the guy out from Winnipeg who wrote in earlier about how the Jets are going to win the President's Trophy. I'm like, well, you don't want it. And listen, stick with me on this, Jared. You follow it closely. Last year, not at this time, but soon, Paul Maurice was taking his foot off the gas and holding guys out and playing the backup, getting ready for the playoffs. It cost him the President's Trophy, and people were losing their minds here. But the point is, I literally don't think you want it. Yeah, you want to be playing your best, but how should the Jets approach this the rest of the way?
I think you gotta start sitting guys out a little bit when you can here and there. You gotta be strategic about it. I know all the guys want to play all the time, but I think that's the best way to go about it. You don't. I know it's nice to win that President's Trophy, but you look at the amount of teams that have won the Stanley Cup after winning the President's Trophy. It's not very long. So I think I agree with you there. You want to continue to play hard and give guys time to rest their injuries, rest whatever they need, even if they don't have an injury. Take a couple nights off here and there and be ready for the playoffs, because that's what everybody wants, especially Winnipeg Jets, especially after the last playoffs. We all know what happened there. I think Hellebuck's going to turn it around and have a big playoffs, but you want to be going in firing on all cylinders into the playoffs.
If I was in the Winnipeg media, I would be instituting a fine for any viewer, fan that brings up even the P word, President's Trophy. Don't even bring it up. Stanley Cup, different. Yeah, let's talk about that. President's Trophy, no. John in Edmonton writes in, as you know, it's a very big night here in Florida. We got the Oilers here at the Panthers, and the Flames are at the Lightning, just up the road. John in Edmonton says, Jared, what's wrong with the Oilers? Do they need a new goalie or what?
Well, my straight answer to that is no. You know what? Everybody, when you look at the players that they got, it's so hard to add a solid goaltender. I mean, if you could get a Binnington in there along with Skinner, I mean, fantastic. But that costs a lot of money. You're going to have to get rid of something to do that. I think the Oilers are happy with their goaltending, even though Skinner does this every year. There's 2 or 3 times every year where he goes through a patch where he's not so great. Everybody says you need new goaltending. You got to trade him. And then what happens? He shoots the lights out after that. He stops everything. He gets right back. You look at last year, not bad for a young goaltender to take his team to Game 7 and only let in 2 goals in the final game. If he had a little bit of run support, he'd have a cup right now. We wouldn't be having this conversation. Would they like a better backup? Sure. Is that situation going to rear its head? I mean, we'll see. I think their main focus before goaltending is going to be to try and add to their defensive depth.
Jeremy writes in. He's a Detroit fan. He says, Jared, have the Red Wings changed your mind? Playoffs? I distinctly remember the last time you were on, you said the chemistry's off there. Something's not right. And they fired the coach. And now they're the hottest team since. So where are you on the winged wheel these days?
I would love to see the Wings make the playoffs. That's going to be such a tight race. It's going to get down to the end. There's going to be some stuff involved. Who stays healthy? A little bit of luck, a little bit of puck luck here and there. But I definitely think that the Wings could get in, especially if they keep playing like this. And Todd McClellan, what a job he's done since getting there. He's loosened up the reins on the boys. They're playing good in their own zone, but they seem freewheeling. Power play looks good. Been great in the offensive zone, and if they keep.
Nick Taylor has done it again. Magical moments happen on TSN Plus, the exclusive home of.
If they keep doing what they've been doing, I think they're gonna be in the playoffs.
Randy from Winnipeg writes in and says, the Blues announced yesterday they will be sellers. So I guess that actually feeds into what I wanted to get into you next with was trade talk. Now, just because the Blues are going to be sellers, does that mean Binnington's going to be available? I don't know what his contract situation is, but he won a cup with them. You saw what he did at Four Nations. I don't. In the most important position on your team, my opinion, you may or may not agree. You got a guy, you don't trade a guy. The guy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it depends on, how much do you want to tear down? How much of a rebuild or a retool do you want to do? I know they got some confidence in their backup goaltender. They're talking about Shen going out. I don't know. With Binnington, I mean, with a contract like that, he's going to want to go to one of the top contenders. I keep hearing the Oilers over and over. It's tough for the top contenders, and most of them are up against the cap. I mean, a team like Winnipeg could fit in his cap hit, but obviously they don't need his services. It's going to be tough for Binnington to go anywhere. If he does, I don't even know who could fit him in under the cap. I think he's going to stay where he is. The other question with St. Louis for me is Shen. Is Shen going to go? It's sounding more and more like they're going to shop, or like they are shopping him around, but it's sounding more and more like a trade's going to be made. Of course, every Leaf fan in the world, everybody's going to the Leafs, every good player. So Shen is definitely going to the Leafs. Just ask a Leafs fan. It would be interesting if they could get him, but that's the one. That's the main piece I'm keeping my eye out of St. Louis before Binnington is Shen.
I do see him on the TSN list, if that is to be believed, that Shen is going to be ending up somewhere. BW in Edmonton writes in, he says, Binnington signed a 6-year deal in 2021. Okay. I told you this goes fast, Jared. So we have a lot to get here, too. But the thing is, people got to stop talking about the contracts. They got to stop talking about the money. I had a GM, an NHL GM, say to me, don't worry about the salary cap. Don't worry about it. If they want a player, they'll make it work. It's not for you to worry about, or the media or anybody else. Who would have seen the Nakes trade? Rantanen, he is on an expiring deal. But what makes sense doesn't make sense. Like when these trades, how much are you factoring contracts in? Because the hockey people tell me not to.
Yeah, you know what? For this year, I factor him in for this year. For the coming years, when the cap's going up, if they want a guy, like you just said, if they do want a guy, and he's got some term on his contract, I don't think they worry about that, because if they'll fit him in. You're going to have some room in the coming years. I don't think that's as much of a factor. But the guy you just mentioned, Roddy, how about that? How about? Was that a mistake, or was that what kind of a move was that by Carolina management to bring in a guy and you're not sure if he's going to sign with you? They just did this last year with Gensel, gave up a bunch and then lost Gensel in the summer. Are they going to lose Rantanen? You would have thought that they would have had him a sure signing or an agreement to a contract before they traded for him. But now what do? Do they have to fire sale him? Does somebody else get lucky knowing that they're trying to get rid of him? Are they able to sign him? Do they wait to the summer and lose him? That's an interesting, that's a very interesting subject right now, is watching what's going to happen with Rantanen, because him and the team have not been doing very well since he got there.
Well, I'm sure there are hockey people watching this and laughing because I don't know the inside story, but just remember what happened last year. Rod Brindamore signed his extension with the Hurricanes, and Don Waddell walked and ended up in Columbus. So there's some sort of rub there that I don't understand. But I got to ask you this. You saw Seth Jones mouthing off in the media after Chicago lost in Utah the other night, and Elliot Friedman tied him to the Panthers here, which got everybody all horny in the Panther fan base. And let's be honest, they could use him. But what's your take on what he said?
What do you want? To bring people together. Welcome to.
And where would be a good fit for him?
Well, you know what? With what he said, I mean, I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. That's been going on for a while now, and he's he's saying it close to the trade deadline. It seems a little bit selfish to me, like he's trying to push their hand to get out of Chicago, which he could have been saying this stuff last year, earlier this year. Saying it now, it just seems a little bit selfish to me, and not like he's trying to, motivate the team or anything. We all know where they're at. As for where's he going to go, I've been watching him play very closely the last year and this year. That's going to be a tough trade. I mean, if a team like Florida, that could be a really good fit. I don't think some people are saying Dallas because he's from there. I don't think Dallas is picking him up. I think anybody who does pick him up.
We'll be back with period 2 action after a word from our sponsors.
Come on.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance. Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout. Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal. The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
Welcome back to Langenburg on Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media. Ree, you were telling me about a scary incident in the Round Lake Wynyard game.
Yeah, I have the stream on my laptop beside me, and there was a hit to the head by a Round Lake player. The Wynyard player, number 22, Connor Hops, went back to the bench and then collapsed on the bench. Paramedics were brought to the bench. The Wynyard player did walk under his own power to the locker room. That is the only update I know, but the best sign there is he did walk himself to the locker room after paramedics did attend to him on the bench.
That is great to hear. You never want to hear of an incident like that. A few years ago, might even be 10 now, between the Detroit and Gary Fisher, I think it was, collapsed on the bed. Always a scary sign. Cole passes it up ahead off of Holloway's foot. Ryan Stanker was on the camera temporarily. He's a busy guy. Back the other way, Zimmer passes it over Thompson. Thompson takes a shot. That goes high. He's also getting pictures for the Four Town Journal. Any more updates on the out-of-town scoreboard?
It's 2-0 for Wynyard, and it is still 2-1 for Redverse on Milestone. Those are the only updates I have.
Holloway has it. Banks it off the boards down the ice. Thompson. Cross ice pass to Brook. Brook over. Banked off the boards. Passes it over. Game 2 in this series will take place next Friday night in Moosomin. And you can catch it live right here on TL Media. And should there be a Game 3 in Langenburg, it will be the following Sunday, March 9th. And you know what? You can catch it live right here on TL Media. We've got this full series covered. And we'd love to send producer Mitch to Davidson tomorrow, but rumor is he might be busy. Zimmer falls down behind the net. Kept in. Thompson sends it over. Thompson down low, kicked aside, back it out, plays it. Moves it over Holloway, chops it out of the zone. Brook almost had it turned over. Holloway passes it behind the net. Back at the blue line. Down the ice it goes, and that one will not be icing. Brook across the blue line. Passes it over and takes a shot. Stopped by Beckett off the mask. And he holds on for a whistle with 17:56 to go here in the second period.
Young's Equipment, Four-Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
Roberto moves it over. Hope trying to find his Hope off the glass, down the ice. And that one goes for icing.
And Round Lake has now made that game 2-1. They just scored.
Round Lake had a monstrous comeback in game one, winning 7-6 after being down as many as 5 goals late in the second period. Lebanon with the shot, that's the leg, and back the other way. Takes a shot off the shoulder. Kirk up ahead across the blue line. Back the other way, Phil Fast. Across, Hope with the shot off by Birch. Across the red line, Kirkup, offside. 17 minutes left here in the second period. Still 2-0 for the Moosomin Rangers.
I think you're going to have to refresh your connection, Travis.
Let's take a break.
Good On Industries, Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance, Volley Aerobotics, Dodge City Cimentals, Cork and Bone Bistro, The Hideout, Young's Equipment.
Welcome back. 16:34 left in the second period. Thank you for producer Reed and cameraman Ryan for letting us know and what we needed to refresh our browser. Is that better, Reed?
It's a little bit lower quality, but it doesn't seem to be freezing.
It doesn't seem to be freezing here in the Langenburg Arena either. It's quite nice temperature. The shot from the point by Cole, kicked aside by Birch, and that's a whistle. 16:19 to go here, second period. Howie's out there to take the draw. Again, Zimmer. Zimmer for the Warriors. Wins it back, takes a shot. Back goes wide. Thompson bumps into that one tank. Good position. Thompson trying to go end to end by himself. Gets by one man, makes a few guys miss. Shoots it on Beckett, who makes the save. You've seen that a few times with Thompson. And there's a reason that he led the SEHL in scoring in last season. Thompson's taking the face off against Sawchuck, coming away with it as Langenburg. and it's in the far corner. Thompson being bumped off of it. Thompson spinning around the backhand. That goes wide. Stopped by Beckett. Shot in front. Hits an ankle. Kept in. Good play there. Worrell sends it. And that hits the netting out of play. 15:34 remains in the second period. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Still battling a bit of a issue. James it off the boards. And the stick goes to the center ice. 6 to go, second period.
Good on
Let's take
Industry.
a break, Reed. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance. Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout. Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal.
Welcome back. Langenburg has it. They are on the power play. Kirkup has it center ice. Out to play it is Beckett. Beckett with the shot. And that goes out of play. Zimmer keeps it in along the far boards. Weave over. Thompson. Thompson. Across ice. Zimmer. Zimmer sends it across. Back to the point and out. Out of reach. Falling down. And another penalty to the Rangers. Braden Holloway is going to be joined by Bud Holloway. It's a Holloway party in the penalty box.
And this could really hurt Moosomin here, Travis. You got one of your best players and best penalty killers now in the box, and you got a 5-on-3 kill. And we all know how well Langenburg can move the puck and get shots on net. We'll see if they can capitalize here.
Yeah, that is going to have to come in huge for the Rangers. Langenburg has the right guys on the ice. So Thompson, Weeb, Zimmer, Howie. Zimmer. Over. Thompson. Back Weeb. Over. Thompson. Thompson holds on to it. Almost has it knocked out of the zone. Vice it. Kirkup keeps it down up. Back. Thompson. Thompson cross ice down low, missed the net. Going after it. And back down the other way. Howie. Regal is number 27. For Langenburg, and he has it in the slot, but he lost control. Banked off the boards. Sent down the ice. Zimmer, cross ice, in the center, over, and the Rangers are up 5-4. Thompson bumped into the boards. He was a man possessed. Holloway going after it. 40 seconds left and Bud's penalty. He's itching to get back out there. But right now, I think he's just enjoying watching the Rangers penalty kill. A gamer. Shot. Here's Worrell. Worrell. Behind the net in front. Hollow's counting down seconds. 15. He's standing up. He's ready to go. The shot from Worrell. Beckett makes the save. The blast from Robideau. It's kept in. Cross ice pass. The blast makes the save. He didn't have to make the save. Holloway has the door open. He's back on the ice. The Rangers kill off the 5-on-3. Down the ice it goes. 12:02 remaining in the second period. Holloway puts it in front. Back the other way. Here comes Langenburg. Good defensive play there by Sawchuk. Gets it to Holloway. And we will take a quick TV timeout. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout.
And of course, the Blue Moose Lounge. They're loving the score, I'm sure, this evening. Blue Moose Lounge, official drinking establishment of the Moosomin Rangers. And proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast on TV. Moves it up. Takes a shot. Stop. Big rebound. 11:24 left. Things are getting ugly here in Langenburg. Not that ugly. No glove dropping, but. Reed, any updates on the Uptown scoreboard?
It's 3-1 for Wynyard now. 3-1. And at the end of the second, it is 2-1 for Redverse still.
Dave, do you have an update from Keniston? Thompson moves it over. In front. Missed the net. Cross ice pass to no one. Thompson back to play it. Thompson. Thompson again. The forward Thompson. Riegel. 10:55 remains. Second period. Passes it over. Banked off the boards. Thompson. Off of Holloway. Out to play it is Beckett. Just trying to slow down the pace of play with 10:35 remaining in the second period. Howie sends it down. Worrell. Down the ice it goes. Tries to play Langenburg behind the net. Holloway tried to go roof, but couldn't find anything. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal. The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
Sends it down behind the net. Delayed offside. Oh, good collision right at the blue line. Takes a shot. And that goes high enough play. As I get back to position behind my camera.
And we could have a swinging point in this Round Lake Bears game. Sadly, there is a Round Lake player down on the ice injured, which stems from another potentially dirty hit. That game is divulging into something we don't want to see in senior hockey.
No, we've got to make sure that it's one thing to play physical, it's another to play dirty, and we'll just focus on this game that we have in front of us right now. Passes it up. Passes it up. Hope. Yes, a bit offside.
Langenburg's not going to like that late shot by Hope there. I understand he's a big man and can defend himself, but you're asking for a lot of guys off Langenburg to come after you. The whistle had clearly blown and he'd take that shot.
A little bit of bad blood, perhaps, between Hope and the Warriors. These two are. Hope is generally a Brokenville Tiger, and Brokenville and Langenburg are fierce rivals in the Sask East Hockey League. It was a bit of a stunner that Langenburg lost to Esterhazy. There's lots of talent on Esterhazy, and welcome back to the league. It's great to see senior hockey back in Esterhazy. We'll get our first taste of Flyer action tomorrow night. And I will do my best to arrange an interview with a former Melville millionaire. Zimmer in front. Zimmer back in front. Thompson taken down. Passes it over. Zimmer sends it down low. Intercepted. Howie gets by Regal. Over to Sandheim. Sandheim going in. Sandheim with the shot. Glove saved by Birch. 7:55 to go here in the second period. It remains 2-0 in favor of the Moosomin Rangers.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance.
7:45 remaining. Not much is happening. Play is probably going to be whistled. Play is whistled dead with 7:28 remaining in the second period. An update from Keniston, or actually Loreburn. Keniston is leading 5-4 after 2 periods. In game 3, can the juggernaut Keniston Blizzards hold on? The reigning, defending provincial champions. They've won 3 consecutive provincial championships. Loreburn looking for a bit of an uptick, and a penalty is coming up. The Rangers are going back to the penalty box. Moosomin will be shorthanded when we come back.
Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout.
Hope is going to the penalty. Hope is in the penalty box, and the fans of Langenburg were letting him know that he can't do that. 7:05 left in the second period. Zimmer keeps it in. A good play. Passes it over. Cross ice. Thompson. Down low. Zimmer. Kicked aside by Beckett. Howie taken into the boards. Kirkup over. Thompson. Cross. Weed. Back to Zimmer. Thompson sends nice soft touch down the ice. It goes out to play. It is Birch. 6:22 remains in the second period. Thompson through center with speed. A jolt of energy has it knocked off his stick. Captained by Kirka. Over Zimmer. Zimmer's been out there for a while. 55 seconds left on the man advantage for Langenburg. Gets it back. Passes it over. Kirkup. Hopes watching with bated breath. Zimmer with a shot. That goes wide. 35 seconds left in the power play. Kirkup down. Thompson swing and a miss. Up Kirkup. Kirkup loses it and back the other way. Bud Holloway. Holloway skates it over the blue line. Passes it over. Driving in hard. And skating back through center is Zimmer. Zimmer. Thompson. And the Rangers. He scores! The Warriors are on the board! Has hope. 1 second left in the power play. A power play goal for the Warriors. And they're right back in it.
That's exactly what the Langenburg Warriors needed. Stay away from the physical stuff. Let Moosomin get themselves into penalty trouble. They come out, they get their job done, breaking what was a perfect performance by Kyler Beckett tonight.
Kyler Beckett had been lights out up until that point, but there goes the shutout. Thompson loses it back. Howie cross ice pass. He scores! Just as Langenburg was getting back into the game, Moosomin goes back up by 2. It's a 3-1 lead for the Rangers.
And just when you think Langenburg's going to take this momentum back, they get back at the guy that they've been upset with after that shot, after that play. Moosomin comes down the ice, does what they do. Quick break, quick shot, quick goal. Exactly deflating Langenburg's momentum, just like they need to do here.
I believe that was Sanheim. Sanheim back the other way, passes it over. Losing control. 4:30 to go. Second period. Hope moves it over. Banked off the boards. Cross ice pass. Howie has it again. Howie, the shot by Sanheim. Blocker save by Birch. Backhand feed. Down low. Takes a shot. Big save there, and we'll take a break. No, maybe we won't. Yes, we will. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment, Four-Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
Sawchuck loses the draw around Reed. World. Holloway pressing in hard. Captain Braden Holloway over to Bud Holloway. Bud Holloway knocked him to the board. Spinning around. Braden Holloway gets it over to Sawchuck. Going hard, Thompson. Cross ice off the board. Bud Holloway across center. Passes it over. Just offside. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance.
Thompson passes it over, takes a shot. That goes high and out of play.
Moosomin playing a good game tonight here, Travis. Good defensive pressure, good forecheck, and that's translated onto the scoreboard. But we know the Langenburg does not give up and will fight to get back into this game.
Langenburg's played well enough to be at least tied with Moosomin, and a boxing match in the early going. Took a while for them to feel each other out, and now game 2 will probably be a much more physical game. Well, the last 23 plus minutes of game 1 should be intense. Howie back to Cole. Cole with a shot. Stop by Birch. 2:48 remains, second period.
And it looks like Moosomin's content with taking those shots from the blue line and getting a body in front. The Moosomin player just didn't quite get set in front of Birch there. But they keep taking those shots. Very, very difficult on the Langenburg goaltender.
Thompson has it behind his net. Feeds it over, sent down the ice. Langenburg has it in their own end, banked off the boards. Good play there by Hope. Buddy lost it, and maybe not such a good play. 2:10 to go, second period. Thompson up ahead. Moves it over. Beckett had to be careful there. Maybe a little nonchalantly. His path comes back 2-on-1. Cross ice just out of reach. Hope sent down the ice. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Back. The shot. Robideau. In front. Hope with the blast. Oh, not through. Minute 24 left. Second period. The blast by Holloway. Missed the net. Big rebound. Kept in. Hope. Glove. Save there by Burt. Flashing the leather.
Birch got bailed out just before that, Travis, on a whip shot, wide open net after that rebound to come out. Great glove save, recovery on that.
This is still anyone's game. Every save is key at this juncture in the game. Passes it across ice. Zimmer with the shot. Stopped by Beckett. 67 seconds left in the second period. Reed, what do you have teed up for us in the second period?
I have another episode of the Rod Peterson Show where they are going to be talking about the Minnesota Wild riddled with injuries and trade talk from around the NHL.
Always excellent to hear from Rod Peterson, friend of TL Media, and he's from Milestone. Do we have an update on that game, Reed? 50 seconds left. Second period. Paul driving in hard behind the net. Paul has it. Far corner. Moves it over. Holloway wraparound. Swinging it. Gets it back. Holloway chopping it ahead. Sandheim. Backhand pass up ahead across the blue line. 30 seconds to go. Pinned along the far boards. 20 seconds. One of our game sponsors this evening is the Blue Moose Lounge in Moosomin, the alcohol establishment attached to the Mike Swain Arena. And you can bet they're loving that, loving the score after 40 minutes of play. The Moosomin Rangers are up 3-1 with 1 period to go in Game 1 of the Provincial B South Championship Series. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Boost your efficiency and your bottom line with Young's Equipment and Case IH. From the versatility of the Puma 150 CVX to the best-in-class efficiency of the Maxim 145, Case IH tractors can handle everything from field work to loader work. And with the RB 565, you'll bale faster than ever and save on handling, transportation, and net wrap expenses with superior bale shape and density. Find your nearest location at youngs.ca and see how Young's and Case IH can boost your efficiency.
Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Make sure you come check out today's Furniture Electronics. We're here in Redvers. Phone us at 452-6309 or check us out on Facebook.
Hour 2 of the RP shows for Culligan Water. Drink clean, live green, filter your water for a healthier tomorrow. Check out Culligan Water of Regina at their website, culliganregina.com. We're going to talk some NHL, as we always do, with Jesse Pierce from NHL.com Minnesota and from the Bar Down Beauties podcast. But Jesse, hey, did you do something different? Did you do something different with your set?
I added a new ring light. How are we looking? We're a little dark, a little mysterious, but really bringing out the vibrance of just me as well.
I like it. It's kind of got a bit of a honky-tonk look, too, which I'm always a big fan of. Okay, before we talk about the Wild, the NHL race, and a few things, I was perusing the list of NFL free agents and who could cash in the most, and Sam Darnold's name is on the list. And I'm just really interested to know the Vikings fan that you are, podcaster that you are, what you think they are going to do with their quarterbacks in 2025, the purple.
I mean, drafting J.J. McCarthy kind of solidified that. Had he not been injured, J.J. was the future. He would have gotten some games in behind Sam Darnold, but obviously missed the season. Sam Darnold did good things here in Minnesota. We can't pretend he didn't. He certainly got these Vikings off to a very hot start, led him to some tremendous wins, but then he kind of turned back into a pumpkin. He kind of turned back into Sam Darnold, as we witnessed, unfortunately, for Vikings fans. So it'll be interesting to see. Sam Darnold wants to get paid. He probably deserves to get paid a little bit more than what he had considered maybe entering last season. But at the end of the day, I think Sam Darnold's a better backup quarterback for most situations. Now, again, the Vikings were in a precarious situation heading into last year with only backups, but yeah, Sam Darnold hitting the market. It'll be interesting. But J.J. McCarthy is the Vikings' future. Cannot wait to see a good quarterback grow into fruition here in Minnesota.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he learned a ton watching last year. Everything happens for a reason. I'm sure he'll just be fine. Okay, and then the other thing, before we get to the Wild, is being the USA Hockey gal that you are.
Teams and players that participated in Four Nations. You could not be more elated as a hockey fan to have watched the growth of the game. You're seeing the Kachucks doing this media tour. Now, unfortunately, they are injured, which is the downside of a highly competitive tournament like the Four Nations, but they're really growing the game. They're growing the exposure. And that first US-Canada game, I'm going to focus on that one. If you don't mind, Rod, the one that
I get it.
It was victorious. No, but I mean, what a start! And actually, the championship game also a lot of fun. Just unfortunate for my U.S. fandom to come out on that other side, but I loved it. The competitiveness, the energy, the rivalries that sparked makes you more excited for the Olympics. Again, unfortunate that U.S. didn't come out with the victory, but it shows that they're right there. I mean, you go back 10 years and that wasn't the case. Canada's always had a huge leaps and bounds in success terms, but I just have to laugh because of course Connor McDavid scores it. Of course Sidney Crosby scores it in the Olympics, back in 2010. It's always those guys, right? But I'm very excited for the Olympic Games because this is a great preview.
Well said. Those boys needed a break, especially McDavid. And at least you only got a year to wait before they do it all over again and add a couple other countries, right? So, yeah, it was a bravo NHL. The way you let it off was the best way to say it. Okay, well, bravo Wild, but it seems like just a typical year for them. They're not running away with anything. Oh, we lost her. Or did you lose me, everybody? Oh, there we got you. Okay, I heard her. Is she going to hit refresh? And she's back. Okay, I got you. They're going to bring you on.
Okay.
Okay, well, they'll figure it out. Jesse, we can hear you. It seems like a typical season for the Minnesota. Yeah, we got you. There you go. Typical season for the Wild in that they're not running away with anything, but they're not really sucking either, save for the firing of your boy Everson last year. But obviously they're going to be in on some of these trade pieces, I would think. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you thinking?
A very precarious situation once again in Minnesota. The good news is they got off to a hot start. That playoffs seem very inevitable. They'd have to kind of really take a tumble. Not to say that crazier things haven't happened, but I think they have earned themselves a playoff spot because of tremendous way that they started, unlike last year, which led to that Dean Evason firing, as you noted. But injuries, man, they are absolutely slaughtering the Minnesota Wild right now. Kirill Kaprizov had surgery on a lower body injury, which is suspected to be a groin situation, which is never good. Joel Eriksson Ek also re-aggravated an injury during practice. He is on IR, will be out for at least a couple weeks here. Those are two invaluable players for Minnesota, two guys that Minnesota needs in order to make a deep playoff push and to solidify a really good positioning and jockey for that good positioning throughout the rest of the regular season. But John Hines has that next up mentality. He has all of the players ready to go. Marco Rossi is having a really good season. Matt Boldy, once he finds that consistency, can be really good. Vinny Hinostroza, who Bill Guerin went out and picked up, has contributed a little bit as well. So all of that to be said, Bill Guerin's going to want to do something to plump up that bottom six forward. You need to find more contributors. You need to be able to jimmy what you can. So Bill Guerin's just not a guy that's going to sit back and let the trade deadline pass him. Now, there are 4 games between now and the deadline for the Minnesota Wild to really assert what they're looking for. The other big question is, do you hold out Kirill Kaprizov for the rest of the regular season and use his salary cap in order to go and grab a bigger name player, or do you let him come back during the regular season? Right now, we just don't know. Kirill has still not been on the ice. Kirill's not a guy that wants to sit out any games. They're not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes by keeping him out, but is that the better scenario, and can you use his salary cap space? Joel Eriksson Ek, I don't think, isn't as detrimental, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bill makes small little splashes because I know he's certainly chomping at the bit for the offseason once they do have the Suter Parise contracts off the books and they can go in and get some big name players. But I think little tweaks, little additions wouldn't be a terrible asset for Bill Guerin and company as they look to push toward the playoffs here.
Every time we chat, I generally bring up Marc-Andre Fleury. And he was, pretty soon we're going to start hearing about the Swan Song, right? When he was in Montreal, they said his last appearance ever at the Bell Center. What's this next couple months going to be like, A, for him? Because do we know this is it? And 2, do we expect to see him in the playoffs? What's ahead for the Flower?
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities.
I think that's a great question. I mean, Philip Gustafson has had a really good season, a good bounce back season, really, which is what Bill Guerin and company had asked for, and something that Marc-Andre Fleury, I think, is thrilled to see because he's such that genuine, authentic teammate. However, I think they're going to have to work in tandem. Gus has kind of looked a little off. Namely, you go back to last night, Minnesota Wild fell to the Detroit Red Wings. A good game, but a goal or two that I think Gus would like back. Definitely not up to par. I think right now it's Gus's net, but I think Marc-Andre Fleury is very capable, very suitable to come in during the playoffs as needed. We saw him do that time and time again, even when the Minnesota Wild acquired him a few years back and Cam Talbot had the hot hand. Marc-Andre Fleury still stepped in and got those games. I think the next few months in general for Fleury, they're going to be emotional. It'd be a lie to say not. Yes, he's dealt with the big ones in Montreal and in Pittsburgh, but I think every city gets excited to see him. Everybody wants to see Marc-Andre Fleury. They want to be a part of this final year because he is just a tremendous human being, first and foremost, before even the incredible goaltender that he is. So I'm excited. Again, I keep crossing my fingers that maybe we get one more year just because selfishly, I love covering that man more than anything. But I'm excited just for him to get a little bit more success here with the playoff run with the Wild.
Yeah, just such a lovable figure. I can't wait until he goes into the Hall of Fame. My last one for you, Jesse, is Ryan Hartman. Wild in the news in that his suspension was trimmed from 10 games down to 8. I don't know anything about this guy. So tell me, please, what we need to know about Ryan Hartman. Because we have a guy here in Sunrise by the name of Matthew Tkachuk that everybody hates. At least I think they do. Yet they love him here. And he's been known to pull no 10-game suspension worthy stuff, but you've seen him play. What's this Ryan Hartman all about?
You know, the difference is Matthew Tkachuk is a very skilled player, and Matthew Tkachuk plays with his emotions, but can control his emotions. And I think that's where Ryan Hartman goes astray. He is fueled by emotions, and you want that. You need that little bit of edge, that passion. And Hartsey has that. But the reason it was a 10-game suspension initially is because this is his 5th suspension in just a handful of years. He's, he lets those emotions, he sees red, and he just doesn't think. He's not putting the team in a good position. I had mentioned Kirill Kaprizov being out. You're now down another forward with Ryan Hartman sitting out on the suspension, and he still needs to take up a spot on that 23-man roster, which is even more frustrating because of the limited amount of money that Bill Guerin and company have to make their recall. So Hartsey has been getting bagged a lot during practice. He's not traveling with the team. I think he's seeking out his consequences here with the squad. Hartman does have some skill. He's a very good bottom 6 forward, though. He has that grittiness in addition to kind of that physicality. A couple years ago, we saw him really produce offensively. I don't think that's necessarily his game, but he does have that capability to put the goal in the net. I mean, he was a first-round pick a number of years ago by the Chicago Blackhawks for a reason, so that's still in there. But I think Hartman really needs to play smart. I saw strides made.
Good on Industries, Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance, Volley Aerobotics, Dodge City Cimentals, Cork and Bone Bistro, The Hideout, Young's Equipment, Four Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms. Good on Industries, Celebration Ford, Zaley's Furniture, Mako Well Servicing, Hub Insurance, Volley Aerobotics, Dodge City Cimentals, Cork and Bone Bistro, The Hideout, Young's Equipment, Four Town Journal, The Crate House, Spruce Hill Farms.
Welcome back. We're just about to get underway here in the third period between the Langenburg Warriors and Moosomin Rangers. Moosomin leads 3-1. Reed, are you still there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
What out-of-town scores do you have?
The only one I can give you is Round Lake is down 3-1 on against Wynyard in the third period.
I've got a stunner for you. 7-0 for Raymore over Lumsden after 2 periods of play. They are in flight at the launch pad this evening.
That's the second round in a row that they've went into an opposing rink, got beat, and then come back the next game and just completely dominated.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're not only about half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a bit separates Raymore from Lumsden. But it's not very far.
Which makes it even crazier to me that you have such a lopsided score in game 2 when your communities are that close together. They're both extremely competitive teams, and I don't think you could have paid me to say that Raymore would blow them out or Lumsden would blow Raymore out.
I don't think anyone saw Raymore scoring a touchdown on Lumsden through 2 periods.
If I'm the northern teams, I'm a little bit worried about who's going to come out of the south in the senior A.
Kenaston and Lorburn are tied with 9 minutes left. The champs are on the ropes. Pass it over. Holloway has it for Moose when we're underway in the third period here in Langenburg. Zimmer shoots it off the bar and out of play as we keep our eyes on that potential upset in Lorburn. Lorburn's a very good team too. But Keniston's won 3 consecutive provincial champions. And to be the man, you got to beat the man. Tonight, will Lorburn become the man?
And I got to say, my early prediction for senior A, and this might come back to look really not smart, is we're going to see a southern team win senior A this year.
Thompson with the shot. Gets through. Beckett still loose. He scores! The Warriors cut the gap to 1. Just 29 seconds into period 1. Period 3, rather. Easy for me to say. They got 1 goal to cut the gap to within 1. It's 3-2 in period number 3.
Now we need to see, Travis, last time Langenburg scored, Moosomin came back down within a minute and scored. If Langenburg can survive this next minute and a half, and keep their momentum, we might see this game tied.
Moosomin has it the back end by Sawchuck, rather. Moves it up. Thompson up ahead. We're going to see a lot of Thompson and Zimmer. The Thompson and Zimmer in the third period for Langenburg. And we're going to see a lot of the Holloways for Moosomin. Beckett up ahead. On Holloway. Sawchuck coming in back. Banked off the boards. Birch out to play it. Leaves it for his man. Passes it over. Whirl. Intercepted. Hope has it. Takes a shot. That goes high and out of play. With 18:27 left in the third period. Pfaff is out there to take the draw. Coming away with it are the Warriors behind the net. Going after Pfaff. That one goes for icing. 18-11 to go here. Moosomin is up 3-2. You don't want to go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Moves it back. Whirl. Whirl banks it off the boards. Kept in by the Raiders. Big collision in the far end, and they're pushing and shoving. Langenburg's pressing to tie this one up. Moves it up. Sandheim cross ice. Offside. Fisher just a bit offside. 17-42. Moosomin clinging to a 1-goal lead. Langenburg has the momentum since closing the gap.
Langenburg just always looks so cool, calm, and collected. They don't seem to get rattled by anything, despite what happens. They just keep fighting, keep battling to get themselves back in games.
Howie wins the draw over to Robideau. Robideau cross ice pass to Hope. Hope sends a low shot on net. And back the other way. Thompson over Ziola. Ziola has it center ice, banked off the boards. Down the ice it goes, spinning around. Robideau off the boards. Hope. And the fans want a penalty, but it's none called. Lamontagne. Lamontagne in front to no one. Lamontagne uses his body to take out the Warrior. Ziola. Ziola. Ziola puts it on net. That goes wide. Kept in. Puck's loose. Going after it. Howie sends it down the ice. The big line for the Warriors are out there. That's Regal. Up ahead to Thompson. Thompson up to Zimmer. Regal, Thompson, and Zimmer are dangerous, and they have been all night. It's only a matter of time before they find the score sheet. Thompson over. Whirl. The backhand on net. Knocked down. Over Holloway. Holloway sends it down the ice. 16:07 to go. Third period. Zimmer. Zimmer driving hard. Big rebound. Kept in. Thompson with a shot. Thompson with another shot. Stopped by Beckett. Going after. Cross center. An odd man rush. A good defensive play there for the Warriors. Thompson up. Regal over. Zimmer. Zimmer with the shot. Stopped by Beckett, who holds on for a whistle. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout.
Back, taken into the boards, and we could get out of here. Rogoshewski with the shot. A big save there by Beckett. 15:21 to go here. It's anyone's game at the Langenburg Remax Arena.
And on the out-of-town scoreboard with 4 minutes left in the third period, Wynyard is up 4-1 on the Round Lake Bears.
Looking like a game 3 might be on the horizon. And that will go Sunday evening in Round Lake. Fisher. That one's way offside. If anyone has any out-of-town scoreboard, please let us know in the comments. Moves it up. Howie, cross ice, Fisher, the former teammates in Rocanville. The chemistry might be a little off after all those years apart. Hope. Howie. Sandheim going in after it. Moves it over. Hope with the shot. 14-30. Back Hope. Hope cross. Howie with the blast. Big save. Whirl back the other way. The lead over to Kirkup. Kirkup with the shot. Stop. And exchanging some pleasantries in front of Beckett. Kenneson is up 6-5 with 5 minutes left in the third.
And Travis, the meeting of the minds in front of Beckett there all stems from just inside the Langenburg blue line. The Moosomin player gets run over, no puck, looks like a shot to the head, no call. This game could still get very nasty.
Absolutely it could, and you'd expect nothing different between Moosomin and Langenburg, two longtime rivals of the now defunct Triangle Hockey League. I remember coming there as a kid, and it was a fun arena, hard arena for Moosomin to play with. Back when I was a young punk kid living in Moosomin, now I'm an unbiased podcaster living in Boiseville. 13:53, Reed, let's pay some bills. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout.
A blast from the point. It's in the net. Langenburg has tied it. Zimmer, big Z. Tie game. 3-3 for the Warriors and Rangers. Don't go anywhere. Friend of TL Media, Riley Zimmer ties it up for the Warriors.
Travis, you might be his good luck charm. He had a great game last time you were there, too.
Zimmer always has good games. He's Holloway with the shot. Oh, big save there by Birch. 13:37. We're all tied up. Moves it up ahead. Passes it over to absolutely no one, but Holloway gets it. Banked off the boards. Move it over. Intercepted. Holloway elects to take the body instead of the puck. But he gets the puck. Weave over Rogoszewski. Rogoszewski with the shot. He had the top corner labeled, but he just missed. With 13:01 to go here. And it's Moosomin. Maybe getting a little frustrated after allowing 2 straight goals. Momentum.
And that frustration can kill a team, Travis. Now, luckily they're taking both guys, it looks like, but if Moosomin started that, they could have just taken the one. You give up that tying goal, your frustrations come out, you go back to the box. That's how you lose these big games.
Absolutely. You have to keep your head in the game for sure. Game 1 of the Provincial B South Final. Moosomin and Langenburg. Moosomin went up to a 3-1 lead, but Langenburg has stormed back to tie it up here at 3 in the third period. Sandheim, cross ice pass over to Fisher. Thompson comes away with it, moves it back to Zimmer. Zimmer Banked off the boards. Going after it is Regal. Regal over Zimmer. Zimmer. Thompson. Thompson passes it. Down low. Zimmer in front. Out of reach. Thompson with the big blast. Missed the net. Kept in. Moved over. 12:25 to go. In front. Takes a shot. Stopped by Beckett. And we have a Ranger down. Maybe a little bit of a lucky break for the Rangers, as it looked like Langenburg was pressing to take the lead. But Howie has hit the Rangers bench. 12:21 to go. Third period. The intensity is picking up at the Langenburg Remax Arena. Wynyard is up 4-1 on Round Lake with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Sandheim banked off the boards. Passes it over. Holloway through center with speed. Holloway has it knocked off by Zimmer. Passes it up. Holloway. Bud Holloway. On him. Good play there by Regal. Passes in the slot. Sawchuck missed the net. Back the other way. Zimmer across center. Dumps it down the ice. And tired legs get a change. 11:33 remaining in the third period. Passes it over. Up ahead at the blue line. A little cherry picking action. Rogoshewski. Kirkup. Fisher. Dustin Fisher. Fisher with a shot. Fisher behind the net, being held on to and turning it over. Kirkup. Kirkup falls down and goes into the boards. Lamontang colliding with two Warriors. Sandheim. Sandheim sends it down low. Lamontang looking for Fisher. Fisher passes it over. Sent down the ice to no one. Sandheim sends it down. 10:37 remaining, third period. We're all knotted up at 3. We have some final scores coming in on the out-of-town scoreboard that we will get to at the next stoppage in play, which is right now. The Kenniston Blizzards are up 7-5 on Loreburn. They added an empty netter. And Wynyard has knocked off Round Lake 4-1.
Yeah, that's a final in that game, Travis. Game 3 in that series goes March 2nd at 5 p.m. at the Chief Denton George Memorial Arena. Get your tickets now. It'll sell out fast.
You can bet it's probably already sold out. Hebert, Chad Hebert. Coach is showing some trust in the wily veteran here. 10-11 to go, third period. And you're getting your experience out there for the Rangers. Dustin Fisher, Chad Hebert. Haven't seen Paul Stapleton yet, though. Robideau. Zimmer shoots it. It goes wide. Good defensive play there for the Warriors. Hebert. Thompson goes by Hebert. Good defensive play there by Robideau, sending it into the corner. Gets it back. Thompson. Cross ice pass. The blast from the point that goes high to the unprotected netting, and we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment, 4 Town Journal, The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
Sandheim with the shot. A glove save there by Birch. Driving hard. Kirkup turned over. Holloway. Bud Holloway in the corner. Holloway driving to the front of the net. Unable to get a shot back. Sent down the ice. Intercepted. Banked off the boards. Going back to get it is Whirl. Whirl in his own end. Sent down the ice. Off a stick. That one's not icing. Beckett comes up to play it. Beckett. Long feed to Bud Holloway. Bud Holloway across the red line. Across the blue line. Holloway driving through center. Holloway still has it. The big shot. That goes wide. Puts it on net. That goes behind the net. A little confusion there. Takes a shot. Sandheim. A big save there by Berg. 3-3 is the score here in Langenburg. 8:38 remaining in Game 1 of the Saskatchewan Provincial B South Championship Series between the Moosomin Rangers and the Langenburg Warriors.
And
Game
Travis,
2 in
go ahead, Travis. Sorry.
Game 2 in the series will be next Friday night, live from the Mike Schwain Arena in Moosomin. And you can catch it live on TL Media.
Moments like this is where a guy like Bud Holloway is going to take over a game like we saw in that last shift. He's going to lean on that experience and that skill and try to single-handedly win this game for Moosomin.
Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this, to borrow a line from Kelly Clarkson. Howie's out there taking the draw. Losing it. Regal moves it up ahead. Thompson. Up Fisher. Dustin Fisher. Cross ice pass. Howie with the shot. Stopped by Birch, who holds on for a whistle.
I have a final score from Redverse and Milestone. The Redverse Rockets defeat the Milestone Flyers 4-3 to move on.
The Redverse Rockets are going to the Provincial C South Championship. And they will play the winner of the QPAR Canucks. And Reed, can you dig that up while we're doing this play? Delayed penalty. Moosomin is going to the penalty kill again. Won't take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal. The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
Sandheim being serenaded with a Bronx cheer here in Langenburg, telling him that you can't do that. And the ref agreed. He's going to the box for 2 minutes or less. Robideau colliding with Regal in the far end. Hope. It's a Tiger battle. Hope banks it off the board, sent down the ice, out to play it is Birch. Birch has to be careful with it as Holloway is pressing in hard. 7:35 remaining, minute 25 left. In the Langenburg man advantage. Passes it. Tried to anyway. Kirkup had to be onside. Holloway, wise play, dumping it down the ice. Across the blue line, Thompson. Thompson with speed. Zimmer. The blast. Big save there by Beckett, robbing Regal. And the intensity is picking up here.
Travis, Redverse is in Senior D. They await the winner of Radville and QPAR. QPAR is forced to Game 3 tonight, beating Radville 4-3 in overtime. That game goes March 2nd in Radville.
I'm really tempted to make a road trip. Let's take a 45-second timeout. You're watching Good on Industry Game Time on TL Media.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance. Volley Aerobotics. Dodge City Cimentals. Cork and Bone Bistro. The Hideout. Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal. The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
Welcome back to Langenburg. Both teams are tied at 3 here with 7:08 to go with the shot. Spinning around Kirkup. Kirkup back to the point. Zimmer. Zimmer cross Thompson. Thompson takes a shot. High and out of play. 48 seconds left on the penalty to Sandheim. Anxiously awaiting a return to the ice. Down the ice it goes. Thompson. Holloway and Zimmer. Zimmer across the red line. Zimmer. Zimmer with a blast. Oh, he just missed. Had the wrister. Down the ice, a good clear for the Rangers. 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. Birch leaves it for Zimmer. Zimmer. Zimmer across the blue line. Zimmer moves it over. Riegel. Zimmer banked it off the boards. Kirkup over. Back to Kirkup. Kirkup over Zimmer. Zimmer with a shot. Missed the net by that much. Rangers are back to full strength. Sent down low. Back. Kirkup the backhand feed. Down low. Behind the net. Langenburg's looking for the go-ahead goal. Down the ice it goes. And that one will not be icing. Apparently it will be. Let's take a break, Reed.
Young's Equipment. Four Town Journal. The Crate House. Spruce Hill Farms.
It has been all Langenburg in this third period. Off the netting, the protective netting. 3-3 is the score. 5:41 left in the third period. Moosomin and Langenburg, Provincial B South Championship Series. Moves it over, it's bouncing. Passes it over. Cole up. Going hard. Howie. Howie over. Holloway misses the pass. Behind that, but Holloway. Holloway. Got back to the point. Cole. Cole off the leg. 5:17 remaining. Third period. Cross ice pass. Worrell dumps it down the ice. Passes over. Up. Cross ice pass, long distance. Going in. He scores! A backhand beauty. The Rangers are up 4-3. 4:47 to go. Third period. Moosomin has climbed back in front. 4-3. Rod Holloway. Who else? You know, you're not going to count the Warriors out, though, of this one. They're only down one, and with a plethora of firepower, the likes of Zimmer, Thompson, and Riegel. We haven't heard the last of them, I doubt. In front, the blast from the point. Kicked aside there by Birch. Over. Passes. Gets the leg. Just said Langenburg had all the momentum. It was not Bud Holloway. I missed the announcement of the goal. Kirkup takes a shot. Beckett had no idea where it was. And we will take our final time out of the game. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Good On Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance.
Dustin Fisher's out there to take the draw against Riley Zimmer. Two former teammates with the Boys of Vane Border Kings. Makes you think just how special that team was that Ed Dick put together. I don't care what people say about it. That was a fun team to broadcast. And Zimmer and Fisher, they were in shape and they were ready to play. This year's Boys of Vane Border Kings, they lost to Hartney in game number 4, and they are now eliminated. But at least they have local talent this year, and apparently a good fan base came out, which is good to see. Moves it up. Intercepted. Regal. Zimmer. Down the ice it goes. 3:40 remains. Third period. Taken in. 3:30 remaining. Third period. Moosomin clinging to a 1-goal lead. Langenburg has been the better team in the third period, but not on the score sheet. Zimmer passes it. Zimmer looking to tie this one up. Over to Thompson. Thompson. Banked off, kept in. I'm out one. Goes out of play.
Travis, Moosomin's going to have to stay on their heels here. Langenburg is pushing and pressuring. They're trying desperately to get back into this game. They will not quit. And there's still enough time that one shot could send this game to overtime.
Oh, absolutely. The way Langenburg played this third period, Moosomin's lucky they're ahead. Let's be honest here. Beckett has held them into it. And Holloway, timely goals for the Rangers. Back to the point. Puts it on net. Birch with the save and a little jog backing after the whistle. Got to be careful if you're the Rangers.
Yeah, the refs are going to get tired of these pushing matches, and they're going to start taking guys. We haven't seen them take guys out of it a lot, but in crunch time like this, I wouldn't be surprised to see it.
2:43 left. What's the rest of the series going to be like between these two? The hostility factor is being amped up to 11 here in the third period. Holloway driving in. Takes a shot. Big save by Birch, a game saver. The next time Zimmer and Thompson come on the ice, I don't think they will leave the ice. Langenburg needs a big goal, so they're going to go to their big guns. And that is Zimmer, Thompson, and Regal. A big save there by Birch moments ago. Game on the stick. And Birch came up huge. Looking like a giant sequoia. We have an equipment issue, though, for Birch. So let's take a 15-second timeout.
Good on Industries. Celebration Ford. Zaley's Furniture. Mako Well Servicing. Hub Insurance.
Game 2 in this series will be next Friday night in Moosomin, live from the Mike Schwain Arena. You can catch it live right here on TL Media. Zimmer in, sends it in front. Beckett, not sure where it went. It goes back out to center. Worrell moves it up. Thompson over. Worrell, backhand off. Lamontagne with the big block, and he gets his big body in front. Being manhandled, and here's Sandheim, the backhand. That goes wide of the net. Worrell, minute 37 to go, third period. Robideau has it, banked off the boards. Worrell, here's Sandheim again, backhand in front, wide open net, getting his stick on it though, but he's thrown out of position. Moosomin puts it in to take a 5-3 lead with a minute 26 to go in the third period. A heartbreaker for the Warriors.
And Travis, Birch has played so well tonight that you hate to see that happen to him. He needed a little bit of help there from his defense, and it didn't happen that time. Nice finish by Moosomin.
Birch, he was caught. He made a big save. He made a few big saves, but he couldn't make the final big save to keep it out. And like you said, you can only make so many saves. You have to get help. Worrell with the shot. Oh, off the pipe. Thompson with the shot. He scored! Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The Warriors are still in this one. 5-4 is the score. Thompson with a shot from the slot. It's 5-4 for the Rangers with just over a minute left.
As soon as Langenburg gets possession here, you're going to see Birch come to the bench, and they're going to send everything they have at Moosomin.
Like they have been all third period. You would not expect anything different. Under 1 minute left. Zimmer moves it up. Intercepted. Just trying to kill the last 45 seconds in the third period. Moosomin, 38 seconds away from a Game 1 win, but that is a plethora of time. Langenburg has it. The big lines are out there. Zimmer across the blue line. Loses it though. Sandheim banks it off the boards and out. Riegel spinning around at center ice, gets it over. 20 seconds to go. Beckett holds on for a whistle. 18.7 seconds to go. Third period.
Langenburg's going to want a clean win on this faceoff, back to a defenseman. To either take a quick shot with somebody in front or try to set something up. Not a whole lot of time left.
18.7 seconds. Banked off the boards and out. 10 seconds to go. No icing. And Moosomin, I'm not going to declare this one quite yet. As Zimmer has it. Zimmer. One last rush. Takes the shot as time expires. Moosomin holds on by the skin of their teeth, taking Game 1, 5-4. Moosomin wins Game 1 to take a 1-0 series lead. Back to Moosomin next Friday night. A game you can catch live on TL Media. And we'll sell you the full seat, but you'll only need the edge if it's like this one. For Travis Longman in Langenburg, producer Mitch somewhere in the stratosphere, Reed Vandresser in Wawota. Oh, Doctor, what a game. If Game 2 is like that, you don't want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see you tomorrow night live in Rocanville starting at 8 o'clock when the likes of Howie and Robida and Hope are once again teammates. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Safe travels.